it up if you dare. Making magic in a pan, I'm the culinary man. Boiling water start to steam, mix it up like a dream. Whipping cream to the sky, this kitchen's gonna fly. Only limitation is your imagination, stirring up creation with pure elation. In the kitchen where dreams come alive, every flavor worth a dive.
Hi there, Kyle here with Low Tech Sales, the self-proclaimed 4-star executive chef. Today, we're going to be cooking brats. A bunch of different ways that you can cook brats and a bunch of different ways you can mess it up. So we'll cover some of those things you can do to make sure you get a nice, perfect brat every time. Let's dive into it. So one of the things I like to do is you want to sear the brat and then boil it. A lot of people boil it and then sear it. Thing with that is it dries it out. This way if you sear it, you get that nice crisp. And then when you boil it after that, then it gives you the nice juiciness inside as well. So we'll take our chef knife here, open this up, and we'll jump over to our cast iron skillet, where we have some beef tallows ready to go, and we'll sear these on both sides. One of the things you want to do is you want to pat the brats dry so that you don't have any moisture. That way you can get a nice crisp on the casing. So we'll take our paper towel here, we'll pat all these dry. So here we have some bison brats. Gotta keep things original and fresh around here, so not your traditional brats. We're using bison. One of the fun things about bison is it's a nice lean meat, so it's supposed to be healthier and everything for you. So we'll pat these dry off this. Now that we have these all dried out and everything, we'll jump over here and we'll put them on our cast iron skillet and start frying it up. Need tongs. Need tongs. I found them. The heat we got going here, it shouldn't take too long to fry these up. I'm cooking for an army here, so we'll get some more put on there as well. Let's use that same paper towel. Now keep in mind, we're just cooking these to crisp them up. We're not actually cooking them to, cook them all the way through. So you don't need to keep them on here too long, because you'll cook them all the way through on another part. So again, keep in mind, we're only cooking these to get a nice crisp on them. We're not cooking them to get a full, cook all the way through. Pull these off. And we'll flip these ones. While those are searing up, we can take our onions. So I kind of like to do onion sauerkraut combination on my brats. We're going to do a little, root beer brat here. So we're going to chop up our onions, we'll fry them up, and then we'll put the onions and the root beer and the brats all in the same pot and let them boil together. So we'll take these, chop off one end, chop off the other, scoot those to the side, scorch, and we'll just peel off the top layer here. Now see, Brandon, you thought I wasn't gonna say it, but onions are like ogres. They have layers. So we'll take this, chop that in half, and I like to do half moon. So now that those are chopped up, we'll discard all of this. We'll jump over here and pull these out. So now that we have those pulled out, we can take our onions over and drop those right into the fire. Perfect. Let those caramelize up a little bit. So the root beer braised brats that we're going to be doing, root beer we're using is Rocky Mountain root beer from the Rocky Mountain Soda Company. This is a nice, not too sweet, but it has great flavor. So it pulls a lot of flavor into that brat, which is a great option, kind of what you're looking for. Another option, if you're wanting the beer braised, I prefer darker beers, so kind of more like your Guinness and stuff like that. We also have Guinness Zero that we'll also do, but I wanted to show off the root beer and show you that it doesn't have to be alcoholic. Yes, it cooks out all that, people say what they want, but for those people that don't want any alcohol, root beer is a great option as well. So now as far as the onions, is kind of personal preference on what you're wanting. You can do nice, soft, mushy onions, or you can leave them crispier like this. Either way, you're going to be boiling them, so they're going to get even softer. So it's kind of personal preference on what you're wanting right there. Me personally, I prefer them a little more done. We'll take our root beer here. So you kind of want your drink to be at room temperature. So we'll pour this in. And what you're going for is you're trying to cover those brats, because the whole premise is you're boiling them. And you'll get them cooked all the way through. Grab one more. So really, you just want to make sure that they're, floating a little bit. That means you have enough. And then you just let it boil in there. So take these, keep your workstation clean. And like I said, the whole reason behind this is what you want to do is make sure you're using something that you're willing to drink, because if you're not willing to drink it, then you're not going to like the taste of it after it's cooked. So you always have to make sure you have one extra bottle to drink while you're cooking.
Open bar, dude!
That's some really good root beer. Now that we've had the brats and everything in here boiling for a while, they're nice and done and cooked up. We'll pull them off the fire. Bring this over. Set it down there. And so now what we'll do is we will start prepping our brats. So take our bun here. We'll start prepping our bun here. So we'll take our mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, a lot of people out there. So, call me crazy, but I like mayonnaise on my brats. So we'll put that on here and back on there. Got our ketchup. Put our ketchup there and our mustard. So, got our ketchup, mayonnaise, and mustard. We'll grab our cheese here. And then take this. I'll set this right there. I like cheese, so I'm going to put 2 on here. So set that right there. Set those there. Then we go into our root beer bath and we grab the brat. Set that right there on top. This is our black plastic pasta fork with a gold foil imprint. This is a great option for scooping out those onions. It's not just for pasta, for a lot of things. So get those onions out of there. Set those right inside. And then I really like sauerkraut. Use our 4-inch tongs here and we'll take out some sauerkraut. Put that right on top. I like a lot of sauerkraut, so we'll take 3 pinches. So push that up here. And now you have a delicious, amazing brat. Pick up this and we'll take a bite. That is the best way to cook a brat because it's nice, juicy, it's not tough. You have the nice crisp on the outside. Very delicious. I definitely recommend you try this, and keep in mind, only limitation is your imagination.